Have you been stranded with a dead cell phone and no power supply in sight? Tired of packing separate chargers for your laptop, tablet, cell phone, PDA, portable games, MP3 players, digital cameras, and other gadgets? Have you ever dreamed of one single device to solve all the charging needs of your digital companion? Energy Technology's battery pack solar charger is the solution. Our energy-saving, environmentally friendly solar charger and battery pack can power your digital devices anywhere, anytime. Ideal backup power for road trips, business trips, camping, and explorations into the wild or around your home. With its powerful lithium-ion battery, this solar charger will provide hours of additional use for your electronic devices. It'll seem like an endless power supply thanks to the constant charging through its internal solar panel. The charger's batteries recharge most devices at the same rate as a typical wall outlet. For example, most smartphones can fully charge in less than 90 minutes. The solar panel can recharge the internal batteries with a day in the full sun, or the internal batteries can be recharged through a wall outlet like any other battery-powered device. It charges most brand-name laptops and mobile phones, including music players, portable GPS navigators, digital cameras, DVD players, video games, and an endless list of other cool tech gadgets and electronics. The solar charged battery pack includes 33 unique adapter tips, 17 laptop adapters to work with most laptop models, and 16 other adapters that work with digital products. They're extremely easy to use. Just set the battery voltage, find your adapter tip, and connect. For even more convenience, the adapters are also quick switch and interchangeable, meaning you can start recharging your laptop immediately after you finish charging your MP3 player. USB adapters are included for almost any USB-powered device, including iPhones, Android devices, GPS units, bike computers, e-readers like the Kindle, tablets like the iPad, Kindle Fire, and Samsung Galaxy, speakers like iHome or the Jawbone Jambox, Bluetooth headsets, water purifiers like Camelback All Clear or the SteriPen Freedom, mountable cameras like the Drift or GoPro 2, USB LED flashlights like the eGear Jolt. There is also a handy flashlight button, making this device the perfect multi-purpose gadget for the modern traveler. We will also send you a free carrying bag to hold your solar charged battery pack and its accessories for portable on-the-go recharging. Of course, the bag is not necessary. You can just as easily carry the light portable unit in a pocket or pouch wherever you go. Inventory is limited, so order your personal solar battery charger today. It's available from personalpowerstore.com. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
Norm, what do you think this is?
That looks like some type of solar radiation shield.
I don't know what a solar radiation shield does.
It looks like a belt. Is it a giant belt buckle?
It's a belt buckle. Yeah, exactly. So this is the Juice Orange. What it is a solar panel attached to a user-replaceable battery.
I knew that.
It's a lithium-ion battery. It's like 20 watt-hours or thereabouts. And it has one of the better solar cells that I've ever seen in like a commercially available user device that doesn't go on your roof or something like that. This little guy, basically, you put it on the sun for 5 or 6 hours. It charges most of the battery, and then you can use a series of adapters, like this one right here, that plug into the micro USB port on the bottom and use it to charge things like iPads and phones and dumb phones and pretty much anything with a female USB cable, a micro USB cable, or you know, any of the other adapters that they sell for.
No, it even has a stand. You can pop out the feet.
Yeah, well, so one of the interesting things that you learn about this is that depending on your latitude, you want to get the angle of the solar cell at the optimal angle to capture the most photons. I've tested it out over the last few days. Right now, my iPhone is running exclusively on solar power. It basically takes all day in the sun to charge all from zero. But you get maybe 2 iPhone charges, or probably about a half of a new iPad.
20 watt hours. Yep.
Yeah. So like last night, I put my iPad on the charger. It ran from about 26% to about 70%. Which
and that's
roughly half.
About a full day of leaving it out in the sun on a clear day.
And that was on yesterday was very sunny, although a little bit cold.
So these lights down here, I presume they light up when this full charge?
Charge status and charge amount. So the way it works is the red light flashes when it's charging or when it's drawing, when you're drawing power from it.
Yep.
The green light flashes intermittently to let you know how much power is in the battery.
Okay.
There's a couple of other things that are worth mentioning. It's waterproof. As long as you keep the little micro USB cover on, and if the water gets in there, you need to dry it out immediately or else it can corrode. But if you need to leave it outside and it rains on it or something like that, no big deal. The other thing I thought was quite cool is that this hole actually goes all the way through it. There's a piece of stainless steel metal in there that's thick enough that makes it secure. So if you want to leave it outside at like your university or something and attached to a bike lock, you know, somebody
hang like a row of these.
Something
on
like
a clothesline.
that. Yeah, but it's a security feature, so you can leave it outside and secure it to something. Of course, if you are someplace that UV is blocked, like inside your car, it's not going to work because UV is where a lot of
you can't get a suntan through a window.
Exactly.
And also, it weighs about just as much as an iPad.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy. If you're going on a camping trip and you're backpacking, I wouldn't carry this as an extra solar battery in my backpack.
It depends on how much you feel like you need to use your iPhone when you're backpacking. I haven't been backpacking in the post-iPhone era, so I don't know how much I would want to use my iPhone, but it seems like something that is important. A couple of other things. There are some mounts on the side for an accessory that will reflect more light into the thing. You could also use it to mount it to put mounts on stuff if you wanted. So, like, I think if you were backpacking, I would probably want to have a mount that hooks on the top of the pack.
And because it's lithium-ion, once it's at full charge, it won't just
It doesn't discharge unless you leave the adapters plugged in. If you leave the adapters plugged in, it will drain over time. And you can, of course, also charge it on USB if you just want to use it as a battery and don't want to have the solar cell. Judging from the amount of time it takes to charge, it seems like you'll probably fill it up before you go someplace and then use the solar to kind of keep it from draining all at once. It's a little bit of a challenge to get a full charge on the solar, unless you're at low latitudes. So they also sell a thing that will focus in more light on the screen, kind of like those things from the 50s or 70s, you know, that movie stars would use to get more sun on their face so you could look like George Hamilton. It only provides USB power, so if you want to charge an iPad 2 or newer, one of the ones that uses the high-speed, the 10-watt charger, you need to use the special cable that they provide. If you plug your...
You can get the supercharge.
I don't want to say the supercharge, but it's somewhere in between. It will charge while it's on, which it won't do on a normal USB port. It doesn't do that if you plug in the female USB adapter to a normal iPad cable, though. So you want to use the one that they provide. And there's lots of little, like the tips basically just come on and off. Pretty straightforward. It's $150. I think it's pretty good. Limited use, obviously, for something like this. If you're someplace you don't have power frequently, it's more valuable to you than it is if everywhere you go, you can plug in.
Rolling blackouts.
Exactly. So this is the Juice Orange. I think it's pretty cool.
At JOOS.
JOOS. They sell it at Amazon and all over the place. Until next time, I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
See you guys later.
Juice.
Hi, I'm Mike Bugda. I'm the product manager for Baxter here at Rethink Robotics. And today I'm going to show you a quick demo of the ease of use of our latest introduction Baxter robot. The idea of the robot is that it's very easy to use, very compliant to the user, and it exhibits a certain level of interaction, collaborative friendliness that makes it easy to understand and introduce into a manufacturing environment. So if I just grab its arm, Baxter brings its head around and say, listen, I know you're there, I'm ready to be trained, and I can show you that I can do some tasks for you. So just to show a quick demonstration, I'll put the robot right here, and I'll say, listen, I want to use this as a modification of an existing task, and I want to be able to pick from a new location. So now we can do a new job. And I pick a location right here. And I say, okay, I'm going to pick up from this new location. And I want to be able to use vision to do it. I can also do a blind pick. I've already taught the robot what I'm going to have it pick, so I'm just going to have it pick something it knows. Then I'm going to have it place it in another location, say over here. It could be anywhere within the gray band area. It could be a conveyor belt, a box, or some other location that we want to place the objects in. And I'll make this a put-down location. I'm done. I back out. And I just tell the robot, run the job. Now I have to place the object where I taught it to pick up. And it will go down and pick up at that location. On the other side of your arm, it's doing a task of picking from a tray randomly placed objects onto a conveyor belt. And on the right arm, it's going to do 10 and it's going to stop. On this arm, it's going to continue doing it as long as it sees an object there. It doesn't have to use vision guided pick. It can use blind pick. It can place from an array or to an array. And it has a lot of flexibility for different applications in low-end manufacturing jobs. And that's essentially what the robot does today. Surprise? Sadness.
So the arms are...
They go into brake mode, unpowered, geared down brake mode, safe operation.